Hey everybody. So I am heading up to Oregon. I have about 9 hours of driving. I have no kids with me, so should get there in about 9 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm going to go up to see my dad. I'm leaving here from Santa Clara, California. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with him right now. I know some of you have received some updates from me about him. Basically, he was in the ICU, which is the intensive care unit, and didn't want to stay in the hospital anymore, so he's back home. He seems like he's doing okay. I talked to him on the phone a couple days ago. Definitely his body sounds tired, but his mind sounds pretty clear and strong. So I'm just going to go up, verify that. There's some other things I want to find out too, just what his situation is like there, like how is he getting care, and if he needs any help setting up things like that. So I'm going to take you on the whole journey of this trip. He lives on the southern coast of Oregon. It's a very beautiful place. Lots of ocean, beaches. It's a little cool there, as usual. I'll document all this stuff so you can check it out. And also, just going through my mind right now is really a don't know mind. Some think I shouldn't go. Some think I should go. If I think about it, I'm not really sure why I'm going. But as with anything in my life, I just use intuition. I talk about this quite often, is our intuition always knows what to do in every moment. Usually we're not listening to it because we're caught up in our thinking, our habits, strong ideas, our views, our opinions. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to follow my gut on this one. So I'm going to take you on this long journey ahead. Got a long ways to go, but it's a beautiful drive. I'll try to capture some of the mountain scenery, especially when we get to Northern California. It's very beautiful. Northern California and when you cross the border to Oregon is probably some of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, or at least in the United States. Even though I haven't been to many places in the United States, it's definitely worth it. You'll see. So I have 2 essential items for a road trip that I recommend to anybody who's taking a long drive. Number 1, maybe 3 things that are essential for a long road trip. 1 is coffee. Gotta have a coffee. Unless you prefer tea, that also works. I also have a mala. This is to help me pay attention to my driving. And then the third thing, probably the most important, is a clear mind. I've always said driving meditation is probably the most important meditation that anybody could do for many reasons. So I got all the essentials. All right, so let's take a drive and see what happens. traffic. What do you think about traffic? It's funny, it's like we feel like we always have to get to this thing really quick and efficiently, and if we don't get our way, we get upset. Is that your experience? I think I'm experiencing it now. A lot of it has to do with I love being on time. I don't like to be too early or be late. So when things get slowed down, it builds up a little energy. But what is the truth? Truth is, outside it is very cloudy. Cars are driving 30 miles an hour on a freeway. I'm recording this video, sharing this with you all. That's the truth. We can make it good. We can make it bad. We can make like. We can make dislike. And I guess if you like suffering, we can just live in that world. Deep breath. Sky is cloudy. Hey, look at that. We are going 60 miles per hour. Which also means that nothing stays the same. If you have a good situation, soon it's going to be over. And if you got a bad situation, soon it'll be over. Unless you're holding it or feel trapped. And usually feeling trapped has to do with our thinking. So I'm still far away. I'm just trying to get off. I'm on 880. It's a big freeway in the Bay Area. Going through Oakland and then Berkeley. And hopefully we'll be on highway, where am I going to do? 101, I think? 101 and 1. If I can capture some of the scenery, it's beautiful. A lot of the drive is going to be along the coast. So I'll try to make sure I can get a few clips of the coast as I get here. Right now, I'm in the industrial area. Which, you know what? Some say is very beautiful as well. What do you think? All right, I'll catch you all in a bit. All right, I'm at my first pit stop. Just stretching my legs, looking at the scenery here. It's very beautiful. It's actually quite hot. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius. But it's beautiful, as you can see. Lots of trees. Smells good. Hear the birds chirping in the background. Yeah, it's going good so far. I'm making pretty good time. Again, without kids, I don't have to stop as much. I had to stop. I really had to pee. So I had to stop. Yeah, I haven't been here since, let's see, last time I drove to my dad's was November of 2019. Our whole family got to see him, which was great. When I used to live at the Providence Zen Center, and when I was a monk, I used to visit my dad once a year, but I would fly from Rhode Island, which is the east coast of the United States, and fly all the way to the west coast. Spend about 7 to 10 days visiting him. Ever since I moved back to California, it hasn't been as much, even though I'm closer. It seems weird. I see him once every 3 years, maybe. So it's definitely worth the trip. It's quite a beautiful drive. I'm definitely going to get some clips of the drive over so you can see kind of the landscapes of Northern California. It's pretty amazing, I have to say. So just to make good time, I'm probably just going to get in the car and keep going. I haven't eaten anything, but I'm not that hungry. I'm used to fasting anyways, or at least intermittent fasting, so I might eat when I get to Oregon. We'll see. I have no idea right now. My main concern is just to get there safely. So yeah, it's quite beautiful. Thanks for being on this journey with me. I'll see you soon. On my gas cap. All right, I'm in Eureka, California. Just had to get some gas. So the total trip is 500 miles. I have 200 miles to go. So we're making good time, and I need to get on the road. So let's go. Something's going on here. There's a big traffic jam. Looks like maybe one lane is closed. I don't know what's happening, but it's pretty bad. We're stuck. Not sure if it's an accident or just road work. Who knows? But nothing I can do about it. Check out this view. That is amazing. Welcome to Oregon Sign. We are here in Oregon. I still have a little ways to go though. I have 1 hour and 40 minutes, so let's keep going. Quite a drive, huh? Quite a drive. All right, wow, I just made it to Bandon, Oregon after a little over 9.5 hours of driving because of the traffic and being stuck for a little bit. I'm not at my dad's house yet because he called me and said that he ordered me food at a restaurant. He can't eat anything right now except liquids and eggs, egg yolks and things like that. So anyways, I'm here at the restaurant near his house. I'm going to pick up some food and then head on back. See you soon. All right, everybody, I have made it to my dad's house. I got the food, got my bags. I'm just going to go inside and hang out with them for a little bit and see how everything's going. And maybe tomorrow I'll show you the view of the ocean. It's quite beautiful. So we're going to continue the journey as we go on. See you soon. Okay, so just got back from hanging out with my dad. It was really, really wonderful. You know, it was interesting to see him so weak, but also it was very interesting to see how strong his mind is. Anyways, we talked for over a couple hours. I got at least 1 hour of audio recording of him talking about old stories when he was a kid and things like that. So anyways, it was a great bond. We had a great time. It's pretty late right now, so I'm going to head on to bed. And then tomorrow I'm going to take you out on the beach. So have a good night. Good morning. So I'm not even sure what time it is. Sometime in the morning. I have coffee. Just woke up not too long ago. A little sitting. And I'm going to take you on a little tour on the beach. It's a little cloudy today, which is very common here in Oregon. But it's still beautiful. So let's take a look. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here in southern coast of Oregon. I've walked many miles of this beach, that's for sure. It's good to be back. All right, so that was an awesome walk on the beach. I did some work on the computer, and I'm gonna go hang out with my dad. See you all soon. Okay, we're in day number 2, my second morning here. Had a great day yesterday, just hanging out most of the time with my dad and picking up dinner, things like that. It's all good. Lots of birds out today. Very interesting scenery. So I just finished my work for the morning for Empty Gate Zen Center, Quantum School of Zen. Did a few emails. My book is in the, I guess, final editing stage, so I just met the new editor, and she'll be looking at it in the next few days, and hopefully there won't be too much to change or to adjust. Today's plan is my dad has a doctor's appointment in about an hour, so I'm going to drive him there. And we'll see. I guess we'll get a little more information about everything that's going on. Just wanted to give you an update, and I will see you soon.
Based on the stuff in the hospital, we'll repeat it here. It looks like he's a child B, and so any systemic therapy that we would give him, whether it's oral or intravenous or whatever, usually on the B's we think about cutting their dose down because the liver is as healthy as an A. Mm-hmm. So an A, a full dose, and a B would get more like a half dose. And C's we don't treat at all because we think they're too sick and we might hurt them more than help them.
Yep.
That being said, when I look over his scans reports, and when I look over everything else that's been done, so far we don't have a CT scan of the chest yet, we don't have a bone scan, but based on the CT of the abdomen and pelvis and the fluids that they looked at, it looks so far like the disease is confined to the liver.
Coming empty-handed, going empty-handed. That is human. When you were born, where did you come from? And when you die, where do you go? Life is like a floating cloud which appears. Death is like a floating cloud that disappears. But originally, this floating cloud does not exist. Life and death, coming and going, are also like that. But there is one thing that's pure and clear. It's not dependent on life and death, not dependent on coming and going. So what is this one pure and clear thing? What is it? In Zen, there's a saying that Zen means answering this great question of life and death. Usually people are controlled by life and death, coming and going, good and bad, like and dislike, right and wrong, us and them. But if we can pierce this meaning of the one pure and clear thing, then we're no longer controlled by any of that stuff. So first step is the experience of this one pure and clear thing. The next step, then what?